Okay, so yes, in this video we're gonna cover hammer-ons. And um one thing, so obviously a hammer-on is something that you hammer your finger on. What it involves is, first of all, it involves you not picking a note. It's simply forcing your one finger onto the string so that the string vibrates. It could be from one, you could pick one note and then hammer on the second note, like that. But as long as you are not picking a string and you are essentially forcing your finger, hammering your finger on, it is a hammer-on. And generally, it will look like it has an arch over top of it in sheet music, which is called a slur, or it'll go underneath like this, and it will have an H on top of it for hammer-on. I personally I found one of the hardest things about hammer-on was to not pick the note where it is. I am purely using, in my case, my left hand to do this. And hammer-ons can only happen with higher notes. They can't happen with lower notes. That's actually there's a different technique. Yeah, so Wish You Were Here, that has that one, the one hammer-on. Usually it's on the E minor seventh, I believe. So it goes from, on the A string, it goes from the A to the B note. A hammer on to B.
Yeah.
And
But the next two notes, the D to the E, are not a hammer-on.
that's right. They're not a hammer on. They're just regular picking the string. One thing that you'll notice is in Wish You Were Here, in particular. I'm gonna go to the sheet music here. One thing you'll notice is that the only time it happens is not just on that string, but also it only happens with these 16th notes. So when you go 0 2 on the D string, it's not 16th notes. This is an eighth note span, but it's because so basically you're so if you're just working with your right hand alone, this is kind of what your right hand is doing. But you want to put that in between the da da, and so that's where you get the da 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 da. You can see right here, this is the slur right here, that little arching thing over top, and then there's the H over top of it. With this, what you can do is try different exercises doing hammer-ons with each of your fingers. So start off, you can kind of do, you know, try different finger, try your one finger at a time on different strings, because it feels different to hammer on the low E string versus the high E string, which is so much thinner. Um, and then try it with your second finger. that. And then your third finger. And I would say your fourth finger is generally the hardest one to do it with, but generally you don't even have to do hammer-ons with your fourth finger anyways. But and then once you're kind of done exercising each finger, do two fingers. So um, start with your first finger holding down a note, and then hammer on with the second finger. Like that, or your first finger to your third finger. In conjunction with, I've taught you the pentatonic scale. So let's say you're even doing the pentatonic major scale here. You could do hammer-ons. So you start with this note and then, whoops, kind of second note as a hammer-on. So anyway, that's just some exercises to get your fingers used to hammer-ons. And it's the same exercises that I used to do.